ये फाइनेंशियल एडवाइस नहीं है, उतना ही पैसा डालो जितना आप खो सकते हो. Andrew Stone, the lead developer of Bitcoin Unlimited, gave an insightful talk in Amsterdam about Nexa and why it's more than just another blockchain. He broke down something fundamental that many people overlook. Blockchains are a language of ownership. He started by explaining that in traditional finance, ownership is defined through contracts, which are just words on paper. These contracts rely on external enforcement, like courts, to make sure people follow them. But blockchains don't just describe ownership, they actually enforce it. To make this clearer, he used a fantasy world analogy. In fantasy stories, if a magician says, "Let there be light," the light appears. But in reality, if someone says light, nothing happens. Traditional contracts work the same way. They only hold value if everyone agrees to enforce them. Blockchains, however, function like the magic spell. They don't need external enforcement. They define ownership in a way that is self-executing and cannot be altered. If you own something on a blockchain, only you can transfer it, and the blockchain itself enforces this rule. Unlike traditional contracts, where people can break agreements or manipulate records, blockchains reject lies at a fundamental level. Why Nexa? Andrew then explained why Nexa was built the way it is, focusing on 3 key aspects of an ideal blockchain language. 1. Expressivity. Can the blockchain clearly define ownership rules? 2. Succinctness. Is it efficient without unnecessary complexity? 3. Performance and scalability. Can many people use it at once without slowing down? Nexa optimizes all 3 and was designed with key innovations. UTXO-based model. Unlike Ethereum's account-based model, Nexa uses UTXO, unspent transaction output, which allows parallel transactions. This means many people can transact at the same time without clogging the system. In contrast, Ethereum transactions are sequential and can lead to bottlenecks. Proof of work, POW, over proof of stake, POS. He emphasized that POW requires real energy to secure transactions. If someone wants to rewrite history, they need actual computational power. POS, on the other hand, relies on governance, which makes it vulnerable to manipulation. He gave the example of Ethereum's recent governance discussions, where major players could decide to undo a hack by simply agreeing to roll back transactions. That destroys trust in the system. Fair launch, no pre-mining, no insiders. Many projects start with pre-mined tokens, giving early insiders an unfair advantage. Nexa did not do this. Everyone had a fair chance to participate. 2-minute block time plus double spend proofs. Faster than Bitcoin, but still secure. Double spend proofs immediately detect fraud attempts, preventing people from spending the same coin twice. Native token support. Why just one token? He explained that Bitcoiners often say a blockchain should only have one token, BTC, but this is flawed thinking. A blockchain is a language, and languages need nouns, verbs, and objects. Nouns, people, users, verbs, and contracts, actions people take. Objects, tokens, things being transferred. If a language only has one type of object, like Bitcoin has just BTC, it's too limited. Ethereum allows multiple tokens, but Nexa does it in a way that is more scalable and secure. Multi-party interactive transactions. The game changer. One of the most revolutionary things about Nexa is multi-party interactive transactions. What does this mean? You can make decentralized peer-to-peer trades without middlemen, instead of needing a centralized exchange. Nexa lets users exchange assets directly through a blockchain language encoded offer. How does it work? If you want to trade Nexa for another token, you can sign an offer and publish it anywhere. Anyone can then accept the offer without needing you to be online. This is fully decentralized. No reliance on a third-party marketplace. QR code trading. He demonstrated how a QR code can represent a trade offer. Scanning the code doesn't take you to a website. Instead, the code itself contains the full blockchain transaction logic. The QR code is a self-contained statement in this language that does not rely on any second or third party or service. That means no one can alter or manipulate the terms of the trade. Why Nexa is stronger than Ethereum. Andrew also took a shot at Ethereum's smart contracts, highlighting a major flaw: they are vulnerable to hacks. Recently, Ethereum had a $1.4 billion hack. It is so far unclear whether issue was a UI exploit or a contract exploit, because the two involved companies are right now accusing the other and not releasing full details. With Nexa, this kind of problem cannot happen because the Nexa blockchain language is clear and predefined. There is no ambiguity as to how the ledger will change. Your phone wallet always shows you exactly what will change before you approve a transaction, and it is very difficult to compromise this display code since the upgrade is signed by app stores and you decide when to upgrade. A wallet handling rare withdrawals from large cold wallets needs to be upgraded rarely if ever. In contrast, a web-based solution's display code is fed to the browser every time you go to the page. So if an attacker compromises the website server, they can change the display to show an incorrect interpretation transaction. There are no hidden complexities that hackers can exploit. Final takeaways. Nexa is the next evolution of Bitcoin. Andrew wrapped up by emphasizing that Nexa is not just another blockchain, it is the best system for true ownership. Bitcoin started the revolution, but it's limited. Ethereum brought programmability, but it's inefficient and vulnerable. Nexa combines the best of both: fair, scalable, secure, and programmable. Optimized for real-world, everyday use. If Nexa succeeds, it could become Bitcoin's real next evolution, a blockchain that actually works for global adoption.